Okay, it's the next day and I'm ready for the next event. I'm going by myself today and I'm so nervous about it. I have such a hard time starting conversations with people. I'm really like fine at conversing with people. I'm just really bad at starting the conversation. So with networking events, unless people come up to me, like I have a really hard time going up to people and I don't know what to say ever. But it's always good to put yourself out of your comfort zone. Or so I'm telling myself. This is what I'm wearing tonight. It's like a designer specific networking event, so it's like for all types of designers in the sustainability space. And it said they were gonna like separate us based on like kind of what we did. So it would be like graphic designers and like fashion designers and just like a bunch of different types. So I'm going a little bit more casual. I feel like it's not like a fashion event or anything, but wearing my white cargo pants, my NTA top. It has my logo on here. And then I'm wearing my chunky shoes because I just want to be like comfy. It's at the 4100 bar, which is a really cute bar, and I've gone to it a couple times recently. I'm also scared about parking over there. Last time I went there wasn't great parking, but also it was the weekend, so I feel like maybe during the week it'll be a lot easier. But also it's in Silver Lake and I live on the west side, so it's gonna take me like an hour to get there, which has been the really annoying part about all of these events. Yesterday it was in downtown, and downtown without traffic can be like 20 minutes for me, but it took us an hour and 10 minutes yesterday to get to downtown because there's so much traffic, because all these events are like at 5:30 or 6. So I'm like driving during peak traffic hours, so not ideal in that sense, but this is the outfit. I'm terrified, but we're doing hard things. We are doing it. Okay, I just got here and I actually got here a little earlier than I thought. It's only 6:15. It did take me about an hour to get here. Parking, I actually got like prime parking right in front of the place. It's like right there. I'm actually really terrified to walk in there right now. I'm not gonna lie. I might give myself like 5 minutes and then walk in, just because I know people are gonna be late anyway, and like it's so awkward to be the first few, but like you gotta bite the bullet and I gotta do it. I'm already here, I made it. So we're gonna go in, but I'm gonna give myself like 5 minutes. Okay, I just got out of the event. Obviously, I did not vlog there because it was literally just like a couple of tables that they had reserved at this bar and people chatting, so I'm not gonna like bring out the vlog camera and be like, hey guys, look who I met. It was really intimidating to walk in because when I walked in, there was only like 5 or 6 people and like they were already in like conversations with each other. So I like walked in, grabbed my little name tag. They had little dots. Different colors meant different types of design. So I grabbed the little orange dot for fashion design so that like people can kind of like see you and be like, oh, fashion, like I do that too, whatever. Easier conversation starter. And then like I got there and made my name tag, and the 2 people that were like closest to me like didn't stop talking and like kept talking to themselves and like didn't acknowledge that I like came up to the table and I was like, hi, until they like finished their sentences, and then they like brought me into the conversation. So it was like a minute or 2 of me being like, oh shoot, what is going on? Like, do I like go somewhere else? Like, I don't know what to do. And then they brought me to the conversation. It was fine. So I talked to like 5 or 6 different people throughout the night. It was really reassuring to know that like I'm able to do that and that I'm able to like be in these spaces and like present myself. And obviously, like I've mentioned, I'm really not great at advocating for myself and like talking about what I do, but in these spaces where it's like specifically sustainable design and everybody's in that in some capacity, it's so much easier for me to be like, oh, I work in sustainable fashion, I make like custom pieces for people. Like people really digest it well versus like in other spaces when it's not that. Like I have a really hard time like trying to explain what I do. So it was just really nice. I didn't eat all night. I'm starving, and there was a taco truck right next to the bar, so I got tacos, so I'm gonna eat. But I'm just like really honestly just very proud of myself for putting myself out there. I have a really hard time with it. I'm so introverted, which I've heard that people that meet me in person after seeing me online will always tell me that they didn't think I was introverted when they like watched my videos or whatever, because I'm always like yapping at the camera. But I'm like always yapping because I'm by myself. Like I'm always by myself. I like being alone. I love being with people. I love being social, but I get really drained from it. And obviously I've had back-to-back events every night, so I'm just really mentally exhausted. But I know that it's really important for me to be in these spaces and put myself out there, because you never know who you're gonna meet and how that can like impact you. So proud of myself for getting myself out here by myself, driving an hour to be here by myself. But yeah, but I'm starving. One thing about LA is that taco trucks or like food stands never miss. Like they are so good. You can always count on them. I'm gonna eat it up every time. And it's also the cheapest food you can get in LA. So, and arguably the best. So I'm gonna finish eating this and I will catch you guys tomorrow for our next event.
We officially made it to Thursday and we are on to our next event. So today's outfit of the day is this top from Wolf & Badger. I'm actually one of their tastemakers now. They're an online platform that only sells ethical, independent brands. So basically I make like fun little curated edits of my favorite pieces and stuff, and I have a discount code if you guys want to check it out. I believe it's for 10% off using the code Natalia10. I'll have it linked down below, and I'll have this top linked down below if you would like it. But it's really cute. I'm wearing it with denim shorts and my little red boots. I think it's very cute and very fun. I love a shorts and boots moment. I think it's so cute. Today I'm going to an event with just Leah, I believe. I think Lexi and Megan are both at a concert tonight. And she's gonna pick me up, which is so nice because I've been driving to every other event this week. So it's just nice to trade off today. And yeah, I don't really recall what this one is about. I think this one's also just kind of like discussions and conversations and stuff. Hopefully all goes well. Hopefully we meet some more fun people. I've heard that the one on Friday that we're going to, so tomorrow, is supposed to be really, really good because every event I've been to, I keep getting asked like, oh, are you gonna be there on Friday? Are you going to this one on Friday? It's like a fashion show and panel discussion, which Lexi's actually speaking at, which is why I'm going in the first place. But I'm really excited for that one. I'm obviously excited for today as well, but I've just heard really great things about tomorrow. And I'm definitely gonna just wear something I've made to that one. I just feel like this one isn't as like fashion-y of an event, so I don't wanna like wear something crazy. I say that as I'm wearing like a full like red moment, but I feel like it's still like relatively casual fashion girly, not like full-on dresses and stuff. So I'm saving my fun outfit for tomorrow. But yeah, I'm excited. Leah should be here soon, so see you guys at the event. Okay, I just got home and it's not actually as late as all the other events. It is 8:30. We actually left a little bit early because Leah had some work to finish up and I just was so tired. And we actually like went to 2 events back to back. So it was the first one, we actually got there kind of late, which is shocking because most of these events, like it'll say like starts at 5:30, but it won't actually start till 6 because they always account for traffic with LA, especially because these events are being held at like peak traffic hours. Like this event space was like normally with no traffic like a 10-minute drive from me, not even, and it took us 30 minutes. So we got there kind of halfway-ish through the panel, so we didn't get to hear all of it. We did hear some really good tidbits while we were there, but I wish we would have heard all of it. And then afterwards they were screening a short film called Healing Lahaina, which I actually met one of the producers of it like months ago at a different event, and so it was cool to like actually get the preview of it and see bits of it. It's a documentary obviously about the Lahaina fires and kind of the aftermath and how that affected the community, how they're kind of healing from it, kind of how mental health is weaved into it, and how climate change is weaved into why all these wildfires were starting and everything. So it was a really, really impactful film. I was like teary-eyed the whole time, and we didn't even watch the whole thing. We only got like a short snippet, obviously, but they're doing some incredible work. And then they were hosting a little panel afterwards, but we left halfway through that because we were also just sat on the ground and my back hurt so much, and Leo was like, I gotta get some work done, like, is it okay if we leave? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. So unfortunately we did miss a good amount of the event, but still good. I saw some people that I've met throughout the week and reconnected again. It's been like really cool to just like go to these events and kind of see the same people over and over again and kind of see familiar faces. I was talking to Leah about it. Sometimes it feels like I'm very new to this community and that like I don't know everybody, or like I don't know, that I'm just like very fresh into it, and then I go to these events and realize like, oh, I literally have met the director of this like short film before. I knew a couple people from a different event. Like I like know more people than I think, and I'm more well connected than like I think I am, and it's always nice to get that affirmation. It's just been a really cool week to kind of see how big the community is that cares out here and how like collaborative it could be, and I just feel very inspired. I keep saying that every night, but it is very, very inspiring. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. Tomorrow is supposed to be a really good event, so I'm hoping to get some good content out of that. But as for today, that is all. We've made it to Friday. I don't know how I've managed to go to events every single night since Sunday. I am dead, but also so excited for today because it's allegedly one of the better events, or at least everybody's been hyping it up, so I'm really, really excited. I'm going with Lexi and Megan, and maybe Leah is joining. I'm not entirely sure. She had some work to catch up on, but I'm really excited. I'll show you guys the outfit for today. I'm wearing myself. I made both this top and the skirt combo for New York Fashion Week last year, literally exactly a year ago. And it's one of my favorites, and I think it's so cute and just like fun. I layered it with a little belt to just like break up the full all black moment. And then obviously like fun little jewelry, hair's pulled back, and I'm gonna be wearing these chunky shoes because these are actually really quite comfortable as far as heels go. So I'm gonna be wearing these, but I'm driving, so I will be wearing sneakers while I'm driving. But yeah, let's go get Megan and let's go to the event. Guys, I almost walked out with my shoes, and then Megan was like, girl, you gotta switch them. And thank God, because imagine I walked out like this with my sneakers. Also, wow, this lighting is so harsh right now. But putting my shoes on, we always drive safely. If you ever see me wearing giant boots, just know that in the car, I am not driving with them. But anyway, we just got here. We got prime parking somehow, but beautiful day. We're like right on PCH, which is like the nice highway off the coast. So I'm excited to see this event space. I think it's gonna be really nice.
Our conversation today is really exploring our consumption with fashions, the ways that all of these wonderful panelists on here today are really interacting. I know for a lot of us, our probably gateway to dressing in fashion was through magazines, through art, through different mediums, and that has really honestly influenced the ways that I've dressed too, and also with my aunt who styles me at times. So I'm really privileged to be here with you.
There's always someone that raises their hand and they're like, oh, it's easy for you to say you can afford it because you're a designer and you make your own, you upcycle your own clothes. And I always say, you can afford it and you could even save money. And you know, by shopping your closet, thrifting, and just really taking account to how valuable fashion is. The thing is, it's a psychological warfare that they've placed on us, the consumer. It's not the consumer's fault that we are in the cycle of fast fashion. It's because we've been pulled away from our culture. We've been told that we have to look a certain way. We have to buy 2,000 pieces of clothing a year. Their trajectory keeps going up. And it's up to us with our buying power to put a halt to it and to really reconnect to our values and our culture, our traditions. This is not where we were before. I mean, this is not what our ancestors wanted for us. Our ancestors wanted us to care for the land, to care for each other, to love each other, to be together in community, intergenerational, sharing wisdom. And we need to go back to that. And the only way to do that is by wearing your values. You know, if you can't afford, like say a hemp dress for $100, go thrift, shop your closet, do swapping parties.
This is a new innovative design, and it's like coming from a different culture in the global south. And I think there needs to be some cultural acknowledgments that are given to different traditions.
Cultural appropriation versus cultural, appreciation, right? How do you actually see that culture when you are, let's say, I don't know, wearing something that is influenced not typically from your cultural roots? Like, why do you do that? Of course, if you're just trying to do it because of, you want to get viral on TikTok or you want to get likes and clouds and all that kind of stuff, then it's gonna be, like for me, it's gonna be harder for me to support them. But if they want to expose that culture to people who do not know anything about it otherwise, it's worth taking a look.
I think just the fact that this is being talked about gives me hope. I think that sustainability in fashion, but in everything is so popular right now, but I don't want it to be a trend. I don't want it to be popular right now. I want it to be a lifestyle. I want it to be popular forever. These are things that must happen. And I think I've said this a few times, but you wear clothes on a daily basis, which I believe all of you do, but this impacts you. If you are on this planet today, this impacts you. And so I think that kind of like making that known as well, like being like, oh, like I might not care what trends are trending right now, but I'm still wearing clothes at the end of the day. So yeah, I think just finding a way to make this not a trend, make it a lifestyle. But there are so many things that are happening too. There are companies that do 3D printing. There's so much like new technology that we have coming out that can really help to make things more sustainable. There's the Fashion Act and then the Garment Workers Protection Act, which I have had the pleasure of working with Remake Our World as an ambassador, and they're doing some incredible things with getting legislation passed to really protect our garment workers and to hopefully fix our fashion industry. Start somewhere. But I think it's also important that, we have an election coming up, so make sure that you check your voter registration and that you vote, because legislation needs to get passed to change this industry and hopefully fix it.
Wow, how's it going? I'm Heel of the Earth, your favorite planet, sexiest planet. Yeah, I'm really hot, and I'm getting hotter every day. Do you see my Australia? Oh, the mushrooms are twerking! Planet Earth! The dirt!
Event debrief. Hey guys. Hey. This one was fun. I think this might be my favorite one that we've gone to so far.
Yeah, it was
Entertainment-wise.
like
Really good panel.
Really good panel.
Yeah.
About sustainable fashion from like a bunch of different perspectives.
Yeah, I felt like it was a good combo. And then they had some fun entertainment. Gila, the Earth was there, which I've seen her on Instagram before, like TikTok or
Same.
something. And she was so funny. Oh my god,
She's
so
amazing.
funny.
I'm obsessed.
I have no idea if I can put it into YouTube or not, if I'm gonna get copyrighted.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to like double check that. If it's in here, I did not get copyrighted. And if it's not in here, it's because I got copyrighted. Yeah. But that was really fun. And then they did a little fashion show with upcycled designers, which were fun and cool. And yeah, can't believe I've made it through an entire week of events.
Love.
But 2 more days left of LA Climate Week.
That's it?
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday's the last day.
It's Friday.
Right.
I've never actually watched myself in your vlogs because I'm too scared.
Oh, well, you're in. Well, I'm actually posting tomorrow, and you're in it.
Okay.
So.
And I say LA, you say Climate Week. LA.
Climate Week!
LA.
Climate Week! Good!
So it's the next day and there actually aren't that many events today that I wanted to attend. There's like a sustainable business market this morning, but I am so exhausted from socializing so much that I think I'm gonna take a break today. And I'm actually just gonna take myself out on a little hike because I feel like Climate Week should also be about being out in nature, and because we had such a bad heat wave at the beginning of the week where I had a lot of outdoor activities planned, I had to cancel those. I feel like I just haven't gotten a chance to like really be outside, and I think I just need it. I'm like feeling so overwhelmed and anxious, and I just like need to get out. So I'm gonna go for a little hike and hopefully just recharge for today. And then tomorrow is the last day of Climate Week and it's the closing ceremony, so I will most likely be going to that. But today I just need a rest day. I am so tired. It is officially the last day of LA Climate Week and it has felt like the longest week of my life, but it also has gone by quite fast. Today we have 2 events. For the morning event, Megan and I are going to a beach cleanup, which I'm excited about because I've been wanting to like get out and do things this week, but a lot of the events that I wanted to go to were earlier in the week when there was a heat wave, and it just like, for my own safety, I didn't want to do that. So I'm glad that there was something today that we could participate in, because obviously as much as we talk about just like work that we need to be doing and things that we could be doing to do better, it's always best to actually just go out and do it. So we're gonna go to a beach cleanup with True Earth, I believe, is hosting it. And then later tonight is the closing ceremony, and I believe I'm going with Leah to that. So I'm really excited to just close out the week. It's been so inspiring and so motivating and just so refreshing to like be in that space again. So really excited to get out and do some work today and close it out. So Megan's gonna come pick me up here in a little bit and then we'll head over there.
We had a
clothing tag.
we had styrofoam. I know where that is.
Yeah, we got plenty of that.
Styrofoam.
We had a little clothing tag.
Clothing?
I guess. Yeah.
And what else?
And a little piece of
plastic.
plastic. Look at all that. So many cigarettes today. Do I get a 4? So, we've been at it for a little under an hour. Look at all this shit.
Let's see.
We have so much.
45 cigarette butts so far. 38 food wrappers.
That's so much.
29 pieces of paper. 16 pieces of soft plastic packaging. 47 pieces of styrofoam.
That's crazy.
So not cool, guys.
Not cool. Y'all need to stop. That's all. Another one, thank you. Styrofoam.
We're so funny.
Okay, it is clearly much later. The beach cleanup this morning went really well. It's honestly such a fun, like, mindless activity to just like look around the sand and try to find pieces of trash. And me and Megan just had so much fun with it because we just like made up jingles to every single piece of like trash that we'd find, and we just had a great time. The cool thing about these cleanups is that a lot of them will actually track the data of everything that you've collected. So this one was not with Surfrider, this was with True Earth, but Surfrider I've done another beach cleanup with, and they have a really cool system where they'll track basically everything that is found and they'll weigh it all. So it's like X amount of pounds of like styrofoam or X amount of pounds of like plastic wrapping, and then they'll take trips to Washington DC, to the Capitol every year, and present that data to be able to then pass legislations, which is really, really cool because they've actually managed to ban styrofoam because so much styrofoam has been found in the beaches. And today even we found like 58 tiny pieces of styrofoam. And the difficult thing with styrofoam pieces is that there's also obviously seashells in the sand, and like they're also kind of white. So picking out styrofoam versus seashells is really hard in the sand because it looks the same from afar. But through all that data and through all that work that Surfrider has done, they've been able to ban styrofoam locally, which is just really, really cool. And the fact that they are doing that kind of work, I just think is really cool, and it's something that you can so easily participate in. So that was really good. It's always good to just like go out and actually do what we're constantly preaching. I'm headed to the last event, which is the closing ceremony. I'm not sure how long Leah and I will actually stay, but I do obviously want to go and say my hellos / goodbyes to everybody I've been seeing all week. It's been such an incredible week. I have met so many people. I have felt re-inspired. My brand has taken off again during this week, which has been kind of crazy coincidence as well. It just has been a very inspiring week, and I feel really like re-energized and refueled. Also very tired and ready to take like a hot nap after this, but very excited nevertheless. Really great opportunity, and I still can't believe it's only the first ever LA Climate Week. I'm really hoping that next year I'm able to have my own event for Climate Week. That's kind of the goal, and I've been talking to my friends about it. I think we might like do a little conjoined something for next year. So feeling inspired, feeling motivated, but anyway, Leah's gonna come pick me up here in a little bit, and then we'll go to closing ceremony.
I know that it's been a long week, but we have an amazing night ahead of us. So without further ado, I would like to introduce Samantha Patterson, founder and CEO of Black Pearl, and the sustainability partner for the Academy, who will be moderating a fireside chat with Dax De Silva, CEO and founder of Lightspeed, as well as the Age of Medium.
So I think creativity and art, this is the beauty that humanity brings into this planet. Of course, we have also brought some challenges onto this planet as we've grown as a species. And I think the solution to some of the environmental issues that we have will come from our creativity. So, you know, when it comes to creativity in business or tech and evolving those things sustainably, there's been so many different startups and so on that I've met here during Climate Week that are innovating and pushing forward. But when it comes to the arts, I think the arts have a very special place to play.
Okay, I just got home. It's about 9:30. We obviously left the event a little bit early. I think it ends at like 10 or 11 tonight, and they're just having like a little dance party, but it was good. It was a slow beginning. We were a little worried at first because we got there like 45 minutes after it started, which is still like, I guess early, but like not that early. And it was really, really empty. So we were just kind of sat at a little table and we were just chatting and like catching up and whatever. And then eventually like people started trickling in. They had performances and a couple speakers, really good speakers today. Actually, I really enjoyed the perspective and what they were talking about. And then we went into the black hole again because Leah hadn't done it. Then we also got food. They had a Monty's truck, and I love Monty's. It's a vegan burger place in LA, but it is so good. Like as a non-vegan, it's not like a burger replacement necessarily. Like it's not like, oh my god, it tastes like meat, but like it's just really good and it tastes really good. So love that. I had Monty's. And then yeah, we just chatted a little bit and eventually made our way out. I can't believe it's the end of Climate Week and we made it through an entire week of events. I am exhausted, but I'm feeling really inspired, really excited to see what this brings for next year's Climate Week. I really hope I'm able to host an event and bring like my little community together for it, because I could really see like so much potential in LA Climate Week. Like the fact that it's the first one and there were already like 100+ events really says a lot. I think the community behind it is really, really cool. And yeah, if you're local to LA, like be sure to follow so that you don't miss out on it next year or just any other events that go on in the city. There's always so much that you can do to kind of help out and learn and all that, and it's just a really great community. I'm really, really grateful to be here and to be part of it. But that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching and following along, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!